Last week I showed you how I built my own NAS from scratch using a old PC case. The NAS was sitting on this table right here. And one of the things with the table is it's solid wood. And when I installed the hard drives, all of them were tied to the case and it's all metal. So anytime the hard drives, which have mechanical moving parts inside of it, when it would write or read any sort of files from the hard drive, I would hear the clicks. I haven't used hard drives in a little bit and I didn't know if the clicks were good or bad. Turns out the clicking is normal, but one of the big issues is the vibrations from hard drives. Moving parts and vibrations that are not intended to the functionality of a device kind of ruins the lifespan. So what I did was I went on Amazon and I found these screws with all the blue thing that you see are actually just, it feels almost like TPU almost. So it gets all the vibrations out. So instead of using just normal screws, what I did was install these and tighten these up enough. So any vibrations from these hard drives and all the clicking and over time, the vibrations building from multiple hard drives in this case, it will dampen all of the vibrations on that entire metal case. And the second most important thing I did was add a fan. This case is so old that I couldn't find the exact dimensions of the fans that it used before. And these are like much smaller, like half the size of the fan that I bought. I went into the BIOS of the motherboard and I ramped up the fan speed to 90%. It's just going to be 90% sustained for as long as this server goes or till the fan dies. One of the most important thing about hard drives after vibration is the heat. Because it has mechanical moving parts inside of it for all the hard drives, the heat builds up very quickly. And when I'm reading and writing a lot of files from the NAS, the hard drives get really hot. So I didn't have a great place to mount the fan. I took the front panel off. Then I tried to see if I could like mount the fan in front of it and it gets the air in. The case is just old that it does not have these newer dimensions for a fan. So what I ended up doing was taking the front plastic panel off and then moving the hard drives a little bit to the left. So there was this little gap and I measured it and it was just enough for the fan to slide in. Now the fan to slide in, I had to put a lot of pressure so the fan would slide right into that empty slot. A little bit of the plastic chipped off from the fan, but the fan works and I checked the airflow. Airflow is great. And when I'm reading and writing a lot of files from the NAS, I check the temperature and it is much lower than what it was before the fan. Another thing I did was instead of keeping it on this table right here, once I installed the screws, I moved it down to my carpet in a corner. Before it was sitting right on the table where the sun shines and the heat from the sun and electronic parts do not bode well. So I moved it under the table so it does not get sun and it's on carpet. So carpet should also help with unintended vibrations to just be reduced and almost non-existent. Now I've seen actual NASs have these rubber feet and the plastic that absorbs all of the vibrations from all the hard drives. I haven't gone that far, and for that I would just need to 3D print a whole NAS and make those like drive cages that you see in big servers or normal NASs that companies make. But for now I believe the vibrations that are being dampened by the screws and the carpet should help enough that the NAS should just work fine. And I've been actually surprised by how often I've been using my NAS over using just like my iCloud backup, because the NAS has been working much faster and anytime I copy and paste a file in there, it just backs up. I don't have to worry that, oh, I copied the file in there, it's still offline on my computer, it's gonna back up as iCloud decides to give me some bandwidth to upload it to the cloud. It's convenient. I still use iCloud for all of my like personal documents and all of that kind of stuff. But any of the files that I need for video editing, my 3D CAD files, and any other like backups that I have that I don't really need, but I sometimes use them, I keep all of that on my NAS and it has been working just fine. The speed has not bothered me whatsoever. I'm shooting this video. It's going to be a few gigabytes and copying pasting it has not been an issue. So the NAS has been working great. Hopefully the changes I made today will elongate the lifespan of it. And in case any hard drive dies, I already have a replacement. So I hope this helped you in some sort of way. If you're building your own NAS and have an old case that you're using that does not have any vibration control thing, then maybe these screws will really help you and find a better place to keep it away from the place you tinker, because NASs, once they're built, don't need to be touched. That's it for this one. This is not a long video. I have a lot of cool videos coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned, subscribe, and I will see you next time.